I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. And whether you're spending some time going after some Black Friday deals at the store or on the couch, I want you to remember this. Now is a great time to find a new job. Think of it as the December advantage. What if you believe that now is the perfect time to find that new job or lay the groundwork for your next opportunity? In this episode, I will share a proactive approach to help you build your mid-career GPS by sharing 5 tips to help position you for that job you're going to love. Let's get started. Hello, my friends. This is episode 202 of the Mid-Career GPS podcast. I'm your host, John Nerrell. I help mid-career professionals who feel stuck, undervalued, and underutilized show up to find a job they love or love the job they have by using my proven 4-step formula. Here's the thing. I hear from so many people that now is not a great time to go find a new job. In fact, I've had people even say to me that they're just going to wait until 2024 and start their career search and job change then. I want you to think about this. What if you could take this remaining part of November and the entire month of December and leverage it to your advantage? Here's how to do that. The first thing is use this time to reflect on everything that you've done throughout the year. What are your achievements? Where have you grown? What did you develop or create within your organization? I want you to consider those milestone achievements that you've done. And this is relevant for anybody, whether you're looking for a new job or not. Taking time at the end of the year to reflect on the things that you've done and the things that you haven't is a great opportunity here. But also, I want you to know that companies are doing the same thing. In fact, in an article by Top Resume, they talk about this notion that companies are looking about their leftover budgets and whether or not they're going to be able to use that money, or if they don't, they're going to lose it. So if they can't carry that budget over, maybe there's money in the budget that will allow them to hire an FTE, full-time employee, and they're thinking about all of the things they want to do as well. When companies are actively recruiting and making strategic hires in December, you can use that to your advantage. For example, how many people out there are believing and thinking to themselves that they're just going to wait until 2024? Your momentum in your job search should be an ongoing effort. And that leads me to tip number 2, which is to help you overcome procrastination. We know that when we procrastinate, we are putting off things that we know we should be doing for doing things we'd rather be doing. And as I've said before, dog and cat videos on Instagram are my downfall. I definitely enjoy those, right? But so imagine if you are able to get out of your way and not fall into that New Year's resolution trap about how you're going to find the new job in 2024. You're going to show them you're going to get that promotion. That work starts right now. And if you're not doing it, you are letting people pass you as they're accelerating their career. So many people, and you will hear this from family and friends and loved ones, that just wait until the new year. Companies really aren't looking. Trust me, there are companies that are looking for talent. In fact, I remember a pivotal point in my career when I was looking to leave an organization because in my thought, there was going to be a reorg and I wasn't sure how I was going to land. So I wanted to stay ahead of that curve. And through my network, I was encouraged to interview at an organization. It was a nonprofit. And I didn't really think I was best suited for the job, but I went and interviewed anyway. And this was in like end of October, November. And then as the process was going on, it was after Thanksgiving, kind of like right around this time right now. And I remember getting the job offer and going, huh, I can actually find a new job between Thanksgiving and the end of the year. And there was some negotiation that happened. And I remember the recruiter saying to me, John, you need to make a choice. They're putting this offer on the table and they are incentivizing you in some ways to start the job before the year ends. If you don't, you're going to have to wait till the middle of January. And I'm thinking about my own situation and my timeline. And I'm thinking, well, could I really make the jump? Why would I want to start a brand new job in the middle of December? Well, there were some advantages. One of them was some of the incentives and the overall compensation package that were there, including a hiring bonus, which was a nice thing. But secondly, it was also being able to come in, get onboarded, get acclimated, get myself set up, spend time meeting people and getting to know them and learning about them, all before everybody, quote unquote, got back to the office after the new year and things just started to ramp up. That career move for me was one of the best things I ever did. And the fact that I was able to secure that job before the start of the new year in the middle of December is one of those things that I am most proud of in my career, in the sense of that I didn't let that belief that it wasn't a good time to be looking for a new job hold me back. I want you to think about your circumstances and your timeline. How important is it for you to change your current circumstance? What would it look like for you to leverage your network, apply for those jobs, and the next thing you know, you've bettered your situation because of it? When I talk to you about building your mid-career GPS, I am talking to you about doing all of your preparation, positioning yourself strategically in the marketplace, promoting who you are and what you do, and determining how you show up every single day. How you show up right now matters. If you want to find a new job, swing for the fences on this one and go for it and see what you can create in this December advantage. All right. Step 3, I'm going to help you actually do that with a few strategies I find to be particularly helpful in navigating your quote unquote December job search. So the first thing is use holiday parties and events, be it at work, with colleagues, local networking chapters and organizations. Use the festivities of this time as a great opportunity to network. Do it in a way to build those relationships, get to know people. And if you are doing something internally and you're thinking about shifting to a different department or division within your current organization, imagine being able to network with hiring managers at these holiday gatherings. Admittedly, they will probably have a little more time. And while you may not always want to, quote unquote, talk shop all the time, use it as a way for them to get to know you. Be memorable in a way that they'll remember that conversation, do some follow-up, set up some time to talk afterwards, right? And additionally, you can use this time to optimize your online presence. So where do you hang out professionally online? It's probably LinkedIn, and maybe it's some other social media outlets. Where are you adding value? Right? Instead of buffering and looking at like adorable cat and dog videos, right? You could be taking some time to look at how you may want to optimize your LinkedIn profile a little differently. Maybe you make a post or you engage a little more strategically with people in your network by adding more value to who you are online. Having a strong online presence is one of those things that absolutely attracts recruiters during the year-end hiring season. By that, I mean the more active you are on LinkedIn, the greater the algorithm is going to be able to put you into other people's feeds as suggestions for whom to connect. Or if you were to reach out and connect with somebody in a similar industry, different organization with a recruiter, they will be able to look at your profile and see how active you are based on the comments you're making or the posts you're creating. Would you rather connect with somebody who is active on LinkedIn or somebody who gives off an impression that they simply don't know how to use it? So make sure to leverage these kinds of opportunities within your December job search. The fourth tip I want to share with you is for you to get a little comfortable and albeit a little uncomfortable about some blocks that are holding you back. For example, many people fear change, and that's understandable. But if you're looking to level up your career in some way, putting yourself out there and applying for jobs or networking for jobs and telling people that you're ready for a change and here's why can be a little uncomfortable. And that's understandable. But we will never grow unless we embrace change and step out of our comfort zones. You and I both know people who we have sat there and looked at them and gone, wow, they made a huge move. It's one of the reasons why I enjoy helping my clients so much is that they are ready to make the move, but more importantly, they're ready to get a little uncomfortable because the transformation on the other side is so important to them. Look, the job search process wants you to believe that everything needs to be perfect in order to get the job. And I'm here to tell you it doesn't. It can be a little messy. You may not have the best resume, and maybe you just barely clear the criteria in a company's applicant tracking system. You don't need 100%. In fact, if you do, you're probably overqualified for the job anyway. Right. And shout out to my guest, Ellen Tafe. And we talked about this in episode 200, which if you haven't had a chance to listen to, it's a good conversation. Go back and listen to that one. Your LinkedIn profile is never going to be perfect. It's never going to be the best one out there, but it can be more than enough. So how can you take steps towards that new career path? What I want to offer you in this tip is simply to find the means to get out of your way. If you think it is time for you to change, apply for one job online, talk to one person, and speak out your intention that you are ready for some career growth and why you are valuable to that organization, how you're going to help them, what you're going to do. You know, there's a saying that says, how do you eat an elephant? One small piece at a time. Finding that new job may feel like you're going to eat an elephant. Okay. It's going to be one small bite at a time. Don't feel like you have to do everything. Build momentum. Think of it as like getting onto the on-ramp of the highway. You've got to hit the gas somehow. So hit the gas. Hit the gas and get yourself moving. And my last tip for you is this. When you think about your value, the value you provide to your organization every single day, I want you to think of it like a bank deposit. You're putting value into your bank every single day. How you contribute in meetings, the conversations you have with people on your team. If you are in a leadership role, how you lead more effectively, strategically, passionately, impactfully, whatever that is, every single day when you're going to work, you are finding a way to add value to your bank. And this is key. And taking that time to reinforce that with yourself by saying, today I did good work when I added value when Those are the things that will further reinforce why you are valuable. And if your company doesn't recognize it, somebody else will. So to wrap up, I talked with you today about 5 particular strategies. The first one was in the December Advantage to take time to reflect at the end of the year. What are your achievements and your milestones that you've done? Strategy number 2 is about overcoming procrastination. Don't fall into the trap that you'll just start looking for a new job in the beginning of the new year. Do it now. Now is the perfect time to continue to build that momentum on your job search. In strategy number 3, I shared with you about some tips to network a little bit more differently during holiday gatherings and festivities. And in step 4, I talked with you about addressing those common roadblocks or fears of change and how to battle perfectionism in your job search. And lastly, where are you adding value every single day? And how are you depositing that into your value bank to reinforce why you are a phenomenal candidate when you go to apply for that next job? All right. Don't forget, I've got a brand new digital course that is out there. I would love to have you be a part of it. The cart does close on the course at 3 p.m. Eastern, November 30th. Let me get that right. November 30th at 3 p.m. I'm closing the cart. It is the only time I'm offering it this year. So it's important. If you want to be a part of the course, now is your time. And take advantage of a special Black Friday promotion that is available until the cart closes. So until next time, my friends, remember this. You will build your mid-career GPS 1 mile or 1 step at a time, and how you show up matters. Make it a great rest of your day. Thank you for listening to the Mid-Career GPS podcast. Make sure to follow on your favorite listening platform. And if you have a moment, I'd love to hear your comments on Apple Podcasts. Visit johnnerrell.com for more information about how I can help you build your mid-career GPS, or how I can help you and your organization with your next workshop or public speaking event. Don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn and follow me on social at John Nerrell Coaching. I look forward to being back with you next week. Until then, take care, and remember, how we show up matters.